If you've just launched a Google Ads campaign recently and it's not working, there's a very common mistake that advertisers make. Actually, there are 4 common mistakes that I'll be personally checking before I start changing around budgets, bidding strategies, or rebuilding the campaign completely. Fortunately, these issues are actually really easy to find if you just know where to look. So let me show you exactly where to look and what to do. The very first thing I do is check whether the campaign is still in learning phase. So you'd head over to Google Ads and you go into the campaign section, into the overview, and you'll have your performance diagnostics here. This will tell you if you're in the learning mode, and it should also pop up with a bunch of different warnings if you've got any warnings in here yet. Now, from experience, give it all 7 days minimum, okay? Because Google Ads might not even give you a single impression, let alone a click within these first 7 days. And it is normal, it happens. I don't know why it happens. Sometimes Google decides to do a manual review of your ad campaign, so you won't see any traffic or any movement for the first 7 days. So please just make sure to wait out the first 7 days until the learning phase is over before you start changing everything around and getting stuck in a constant learning phase loop, okay? It is so common for people to change everything around and complain that it's not working, all these problems, when really they just haven't let the learning phase go through its normal process. So the second thing that I would check if I was diagnosing your Google Ads account is I'll go over to the campaign section over here, okay? I'd open this little folder up, tap on campaigns here. I'd scroll down to find your ad campaign. As you can see, we can see the status of the ad as well. If you're in learning mode, it'll tell you here. If you're in bid strategy learning, as you can see right here, it's saying it for me because I just recently changed the bid. So what I would do is I'd hover over the blue writing and then go to the little settings icon here. Now, what I would do for you is I'd find your bidding strategy and see exactly how much you're bidding for a click on your ad. And then I'd also compare that in the keyword planner with exactly how much you should be paying for a click to make sure that you're actually putting in the correct bid limit. So once you're in here, we scroll down to bidding, and I have this on maximize clicks from the start. If you have no conversion data in your account, start it on maximize clicks. If you're running a search campaign, always start it on maximize clicks. This is the bidding strategy you should be putting in. And then set in your maximum cost per click as well, okay? So Google doesn't go crazy and spend ridiculous amounts of money. Now, if you set in a maximum cost per click that was too low, your ads will not show. So what I would do is I would go in here, I'd make sure you've got a good maximum cost per click that's actually within the range of those search terms in your specific location. So how we check that out is we go and save, we'll go out of here and we'll go over to tools, planning, open this up and tap on keyword planner. We'll tap on discover new keywords here, and we're just going to type in one of our keywords. Okay, so what somebody would typically type up to find our ad, and the exact keyword that we're actually using for our ad to appear on. So we're going to do transmission repair. This is what our Google ad is for, and we're actually bidding on this keyword, but we need to actually change the location to the correct location, okay? Because different areas of the United States, Australia, whatever country you're in, are gonna have different cost per clicks. So we wanna make sure that we're getting the most relevant data. So I would just put this on your area. So just for example, just say this was in Austin, like this ad campaign was in Austin. We want to get most relevant data to that. So let's target Austin, Texas here, tap on save, and we're going to tap on get results. Now, as you can see, we can see exactly how many searches there are per month for this exact keyword, transmission repair. Okay, so we have enough search volume here, right? If you got anywhere from 10 to 100 search traffic per month and you have multiple keywords, that's fine. There should be enough search traffic. If you've just got one keyword and you have 10 to 100 searches per month, just remember that that's a very small amount of traffic per month, okay? Now, this particular keyword has a decent amount, average monthly searches, 1,600. Now, if we go over to the right-hand side, we can see the top of page bid, low range and high range. So to get your ad to appear in Austin, Texas for transmission repair specifically, obviously just change this around to your business, I would have to be paying anywhere from $5.66 to $15 for somebody to click on my ad, okay? So in the maximum cost per click area where I was showing you before, I had my bid at $12 per click, which is a good area. It's in between the $6 and $15, okay? So my ad should appear. If you had this bang on $5.66, you're probably not gonna show your ad ever, okay? Because you are just bidding too low. This is the minimum requirement to get your ad to show. Think about it that way. So if you're bidding the correct amount, that's perfect, then that's not the issue. Now, the third area that I would check is where my ads are actually showing. So if you are getting impressions on your ads but you're not getting clicks or conversions, you want to know if your ad is actually showing up for the correct search terms. So what we want to do is you want to go and select our campaigns, go into campaigns again. As you can see here, I'm just going to select the campaign here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into insights and reports, and we're going to tap on search terms. We're going to scroll down, and this is where all of our ads have shown. Okay. So this is specifically for people who haven't gotten any clicks or conversions. This is how you know if you're showing up to the correct audience and you're not wasting money. So just put this in the date range that you want. I recommend doing this every 72 hours to make sure that you're removing any keywords that are irrelevant. But what you want to do is go through here and just see where your ad has appeared. As you can see, I've filtered this by clicks by tapping on it. So it brings down all the search terms that have actually got a click on my ad. So you can actually see exactly where the money has gone. Now, all these keywords, we want to be appearing for all of these. These are perfect so far. So we're going to scroll through here and bang, as you can see, we've got one here, used transmissions near me. It's gotten 1 click. Okay. So this is bad for this ad account because they don't sell used transmissions. Okay. And if in your ad account, you're getting a bunch of irrelevant search terms like this, what you need to do is go through and make sure that you are not appearing for any of these searches anymore. So how you do that is called a negative keyword audit. So you got to scroll through here, click on the ones that you don't want. So let's use this one as an example. We're going to tap on add as negative keyword, and we're going to remove the back half of this, and we're only going to remove the word that we don't want to show up for. Okay, so now it says used. This is going to be a broad match negative keyword removal. So we never want our ad to show when somebody types up used in any of the search terms. So if somebody types up used transmissions or used transmission repair, just any search term that has used in it, we're not going to appear for, which is exactly what we want. We're going to put this in the campaign level, so it goes through all of our ad groups as well. We're going to tap on save. Okay, that's exactly how you do a negative keyword audit to make sure that your ads stop showing up for search terms that are irrelevant to your ad, which, like I said, could be a massive problem because all of your budget is just going to search terms that are irrelevant. Okay, what you also want to check in here is the match types. So if you have broad match keywords, you're going to get a lot of irrelevant search terms in here. If you have exact match, there's going to be significantly less. If you've got phrase match keywords, you're going to have significantly less. And then if you have exact match keywords, it's going to be way less. I'm going to show you how I set up my keywords. So we're going to go over out of here, go down to audience keywords and content, tap on keywords, because I'm going to show you the best way to set up your keywords. The way that I like to do this is I have a set of keywords and I have them all as exact match, and then I duplicate them all into phrase match as well. So I have exact match and phrase match keywords running at the same time. Now, if you come in here and you have broad match keywords, you're most likely just throwing your money out the window because broad match keywords are horrendous, especially when it comes to making money on Google Ads, because it'll drive, there's irrelevant search terms like I was showing you beforehand, it'll drive a ridiculous amount of those, and your ads will just be showing for every search term that is basically irrelevant to your actual service. So make sure to go through here and change them all from broad match to phrase match or exact match, okay? If you want to do this in bulk, you can easily just go through here and select them all and tap on edit, change match types, change your match types, and you can change them from what they were into something new, okay? All right, guys, that's it. Look, if you did want that unfair advantage of my Google Ads course, link straight down in the description. Come join it if you want clarity to know that you're actually setting up your Google Ads campaign and optimizing them to bring in the best results possible for your business.